Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. Based on the video that you just saw, there's a saying that goes something like this. The devil always finds work for idlers, and in this case, it appropriately applies. Now people, we all know that Jamaica just got hit by a major hurricane, Hurricane Melissa, Category 5. Persons are actually out here trying to survive, eating scraps, no roof over their heads, facing the elements, mosquito, even with kids. Persons are actually dying of hunger. Persons are just holding on to a thread. However, it seems as if somewhere in a Kingston or St. Andrew is a group of persons where it seems as if they have nothing to do. They are not gainfully employed. So therefore, they find something negative to do. And in this case, we see two different ladies, one with a machete and one with a knife. One with a machete and a knife, and one with a knife, and they are going back and forth at it. I could not show you the part in which the one with the machete actually licked the next one upon her hand. Don't think that she chopped her. However, she then began to start to run for her dear life. And there's one thing that I've noticed with a lot of these garrison, these discrepancies, these misunderstandings. Persons are not trying to part it. Persons are not trying to save life. Persons are trying to show and prove they are there for the entertainment value until things got out of hand. In this case, based on the video evidence, nobody lost their life. However, that might have been just part one of many more to come. The sequence continues. Idle dog walk idle monkey. The devil always finds work for idlers. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is based on an audio that has been making its round on social media, in which a lady is given full details of an incident that took place maybe somewhere in a St. Andrew or Kingston, wherein some men, gunmen, thieves, posing as JPS workers, is asking to be let into a house. I am sure that this house is one of those uptown uppity houses. However, the thing is that they actually were not JPS worker. They were just posing, like I said. I am going to let this lady explain everything, and then I'll give my piece. Take a listen, take a look.
Good morning. I'm calling from Carmel Way. My neighbor just had an incident where people drove up to the house saying there were JPS persons, and they even had a meter that they got from somewhere in their hand. And they were telling the helper there to let them in because they have reports that there's light being stolen from that house, and that they're to let them in right away because this is illegal what they're doing, and that they're going to be locked up because light is obviously being stolen from out of the house in Carmel Way. The helper smartly said, "No, I'm not letting you in. I'm going to call my boss." She called the boss, and the boss said, "Put him on speaker." And when he put him on speaker, he says, what is this about?" He said, "Well, we have to get into your house right now because it is proven that you're stealing light." So the owner says, "Why would I be stealing light when I have solar?" He said, "Anyway, if this is the case, you're not allowed in my house, but I'll bring in the police up to go into the house with you. And if I'm stealing light, you can arrest me right away." And at that point, the persons disappeared immediately. So just wanted to let everybody in the neighborhood know, to let their staff know and their family members know that this is happening and that they are driving around. This was just this morning and on Carmel Way. So anybody from JPS should be identified, and they should still call and verify about lights. So they were trying to use an intimidation technique with the housekeeper and trying to get into the house. So just been noting that and let everybody be aware of this situation. This was today, Wednesday, the 5th. All right. Hope this helps somebody, and hope everybody's on the alert for scammers at this time. Have a great day, guys.
Now people, can you imagine? Well, shouldn't ask that question because in Jamaica we should expect the unexpected. There is no law that these criminal elements won't go, and this is a perfect example. It is a good thing that the helper that was there had the sense of mind to get authorization from the owner before he or she actually let these unscrupulous characters in the house. Even better, it's a good thing that the owner actually had solar panel or solar energy. He was not using any sorts of JPS electricity. So he knew instantly that something was wrong. Just imagine these persons had gone or have gone to the average typical house, especially when persons are having problem with JPS, connection, reconnection, whatever the case is. They would have actually let them in at the house because they were there with a meter, and once you see somebody pull up and then them have a meter in them hand, if you're not, or if you are the average Joe or Jane, you're going to be thinking that it is legitimate. And that is what they are hoping for. I am not sure if they had on any sorts of vest that said JPS. However, like me say, somebody come with meter and they are claiming that you're stealing light, and you know that you're not stealing any sorts of light. You're going to want to make sure that you show and prove or clear yourself, and then the next thing you know, you're going to be a victim. You can get your friends jump over, you can get robbed of all of your goodies, and even worse, you can lose your life. Some just have said, you sleep and mark, you know what, literally, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that, again, Jamaica was hit by a Category 5 storm, Hurricane Sarah, Melissa. And a whole lot of persons are out here homeless, a whole lot of lives have been lost, a lot of persons were told to evacuate before the storm, but you know, Jamaicans stubborn, and sometimes persons want to make sure that they secure their property, secure their possession, because we know, say, once you leave, once the cat's away, the mice will play, meaning that thieving elements. However, a lot of these persons that have lost most things, including family members, they are saying that, yes, we see that Jamaica is getting a whole bunch of relief in the millions, amounting to probably billions of dollars. Dancehall artists, superstars from overseas, NBA teams such as the Miami Heat, all sorts of organizations have been making pledge and donation towards that relief. However, if you ask the average person, they are going to say, even though we see that these persons are making pledges, we are not feeling it, we are not benefiting from it, none at all. And we don't think that all of this money that is going towards the government is going to reach our hand, whether it is major or minor. We not think so we are get nothing, none at all. There's a specific TikToker, his name is State4. He had something to say. I want you to take a listen, take a look to exactly what he had to say, and then I'll give my piece.
Yo, me just see one news on them. I said Bill Gates and $100 million go give Andrew unless he help with hurricane victim in Jamaica. What is wrong with your Bill Gates? You could jump on one of your private jet and go down a yard, go sit with your poor people get the money. I don't trust Andrew unless one bit. That man go and pocket all of that money. Yo, it is easier. Yo, right now the half of Jamaica, yo, the whole western Jamaica is homeless, you know. So yo, if you don't have something to give poor people of Jamaica, you could have jump on one of your private jet, go down there, go buy out one hardware, sit with the people and get what them need to get or whatsoever. But you can't trust Andrew unless with bomb clam money. You think you push butter for care. What is right? Yo, I don't know if this news is true or not, but I'm saying, if you're not sitting to give poor people a yard, yo, it is serious, and this thing is even more serious than I think it was. The whole of Western Jamaica is homeless, and people are serious thing, bad man. If you're not sitting to give people in Jamaica, wouldn't advise nobody to give Andrews. That man a puss. That man have been taken from poor people all his blood clot life. I don't think he reach when there. I don't know if Andrews reach when there. Poor people him take from and reach when bumper clot there. So yeah, Bills get, if you have something to give to the poor people of Jamaica, it is not that hard for you just jump on one of your private jet, fly go down a yard, go buy out one hardware, buy out all the bumper clot hardware them, because we know you can buy them. You not take on nobody give Andrews. You don't have faith in Andrews. I do not have no faith in him. So yo, if you not sitting to give poor people in my yard, man, you not jump on one of your private jet, go down there, go buy out one hardware, sit with say poor people and get the money. You can't trust Andrews. Yo, everybody I try cash out off of this hurricane. As far as I'm see, the whole of the politicians, them, every member of parliament is trying to cash out off of this bumper clot hurricane. What I'm doing.
Now, people, you heard what that man had to say. This is my disclaimer before I proceed. The views of that man is not necessarily mine. There are some things that he said that I'm in agreement with. However, some of the things that he says, I have to understand that he's a TikToker / comedian. So therefore, he might exaggerate, he might over sensationalize. However, The moral of what he's trying to say is that himself, others, most person that you ask, at best, mixed review. Some people say that Andrew Holness is the best prime minister since sliced bread. However, majority of the people, if you ask, meaning the victims are the average Joe or Jane in Jamaica. Do you think that these persons that are victims is going to benefit in any way, significantly or minutely, from this fund that is coming to the government for Jamaican relief? Most persons are going to say nay. And very significantly, what this man said is that Andrew Holness is a crook. Not only Andrew Holness, not only PNP, not only JLP, politicians, parliamentarians on a whole, that are getting overpaid and is underwork, meaning underproducing. The fact that Andrew Holness don't have any sorts of businesses that is successful that we can put our hands on and say, yes, this business is making millions or billions. Andrew Holness is living the lifestyle of a pop superstar, a pop artist, a football player, a hedge fund, an investor, somebody from Wall Street, somebody from Charles Schwab, one of those big investment companies. However, we cannot see the trail of money where the money is actually coming from. So therefore, his lifestyle does not equate his salary. Even with the money that he is getting right now, 28-point-something million a year, that still does not equate to his lifestyle, investment, and the stuff that he owns. People may just say, some things are only common sense. However, some persons don't have common sense, and some persons have their heads up their ass. So therefore, they will never see the light. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that since the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa Category 5, everybody is chipping in. Everybody has become some sort of charitable organization. However, in most cases, a lot of persons have an ulterior motive, meaning that they want persons to send them money so that they can scam in the name of doing good. One of those persons, based on an accusation and an allegation that a man is saying, is Zuma TikToker. The same TikToker that was on Jeffrey that said that he went home and saw his mother getting banged and him start to jack off, shoot the sheriff. Well, people, I want you to take a look to exactly what this person has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
Ladies and gentlemen, the person you see on the screen, his name is Zuma. He's a big scammer. He might go around and try to get money from people but might help in a hurricane right now. Nothing happened to his house. Nothing happened to his community. Nothing happened to no one in his family. This boy, yes, him right there, sir. Big scammer. Do not send no money to him. Zuma. The one we saying see mother take piling and they want to give him some piling to. That boy, yes, him said one. Big scammer. So to the international community, anybody will see this boy on the screen here, so yes, see me, sir. Zuma, the big old scammer. We are trying to look, what? How much money is him, look? Go for help, care package, nothing like that, sir. Them boy get hold of money from Udo every day, and them can't go and find their own pocket and do something for them own country people. But them want company me, they come make Udo beg, come make Udo, so Udo can help them. Udo now family we want help to. Go give the family a stop, get them good dirty stinking scammer boy up on the internet. Right there, so again, he's a scammer from Kingston, the name Zuma. Big scheme that is Zuma. Yes. Do not send no money to him, but no care package for help out with no Jamaica. It's a scam. Nobody for him did not get affected by the storm. He live in Kingston. The hurricane damaged St. Elizabeth. That is over 3 to 4 parishes away.
Now, people, you heard what that man said. And like I said, I don't have any sorts of evidence to substantiate what he is saying. However, generally speaking, we see that everybody and their mother literally is out and about. Everybody has become some sorts of charitable organization. The same sorts of people that don't have any sorts of morals, don't have any sorts of ethics, don't have any sorts of humanity in them. They are the ones that are now the kindest person. The same type of people that don't have dry ish in them ASS, literally, is now giving away what they don't have. Giving away because they are hoping to get more, and then they give away a little bit. So I say this to say that they think that by making a video, going to the Chinese wholesale, going to Price Smart and packing up a few bags in a them vehicle, driving to Westmoreland, driving to Negril, driving to St. James, driving to Black River or wherever, they can fool persons. So they are banking on the fact that person are going to see them and say, is a good youth this? Play upon the people emotion, then these persons are going to send their hard-earned money, thinking that this money is going towards a worthy cause, meaning helping the people that are a victim of Hurricane Melissa, when all the while this money, the ulterior motive, is to line their own pockets. Pieces of ish, even a time of need, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news. Be very aware of the wolves in sheep clothing, especially these vulnerable, gullible, desperate women out there, especially from overseas and especially from London, UK, in that vicinity. Because you have men out here, meaning Jamaican men, that are not even acting like men, that are actually fishes, that are just looking for lonely persons like you to use and abuse you for all your cash and then take you and give you the runaround. One of those such persons is a man acting like a woman known as Candy with a K or Candy with a C. There's a conversation, there's a post that was made on social media where he is speaking to his wife that obviously lives overseas, obviously desperate. However, he's posting this on social media while he is shamming and scamming her. I want you to take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
What you say I know?
What am I saying?
Yeah.
I miss you.
Oh, you miss me? Or you miss the wood?
No, I miss you.
Oh, cool.
You're such a sweetheart.
Oh.
You know you're a sweetheart?
Yeah.
So how have you been?
Oh, good. I'm a good man. Me there, I go and take it easy.
Me hear that they have hurricane out there. Is that true?
Oh, hurricane. I saw me there, you know.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me hear about it.
Oh. I saw me here too, man.
Yeah, so me have to check. Me have to make sure me check on Candy if Candy is okay, you know.
Oh, cool. What you do? Send star money for me? For buy grocery?
Me don't want you to get hurt.
Oh.
You know, me care about you.
And when you,
Me cut my hair, you know.
and when you come down,
Did you hear what me say?
I don't hear you.
Me cut my hair.
Why?
You want to see?
Okay. Why you do
My
that?
hair.
Why you do that? Oh, you cut it shorter. Okay.
My birthday just passed. You not even call me and say happy birthday.
No, because my phone did last, so I never get free. Could I can't
Well,
get
okay,
any.
you look hot.
Me look hot.
Yeah, man, Candy, you look hot.
I see it in him for them. Long time I not see
Candy,
them.
why you look so hot?
I see it in him for them. Long time I not see them. Lift up your clothes. Put them in your mouth.
Candy,
Put it in your mouth.
me see you stand upon your head the other day upon line.
Oh.
Well, Candy, you're hot, eh?
You can't beg $100.
Things are going for you.
No, sir. I just saw me always look. You can't beg $100.
Things are going for you, Candy.
You can't beg $100.
So people, like I said, that is supposed to be his wife or one of the women that he is using and abusing for money and tell them a whole bunch of BS. Now people, I don't know why a lot of these women put themselves in these predicaments. Then again, some of them are very desperate. Some of them are very gullible and vulnerable. Like them said, desperate times calls for desperate measure. Then you also have some of them that are just yammed, just fool, easily misled. Well, people, that was the first part. Fast forward about a year or so later, this man is showing his true fishy color, fighter fish style, flaring up. I want you to take a listen, take a look to exactly what he had to say in a post that he made on social media, specifically TikTok. And then I'll give my piece.
Dirty body man,
Baby, walk,
dirty body man,
Baby.
dirty body man,
Father.
you have AIDS, you're dead. Fuck you, man, the body man.
Mind your
Fuck you, man, the body man.
business.
What's up?
Hello, Gandhi.
Hello?
How you doing?
Fine.
You look beautiful, handsome, gorgeous, extraordinary, everything.
That can go shop and put grocery in here.
Are you from Jamaica?
No. All shop was a go where me can't get timid. Cause no brand new in our clothes. What is the brand? You have no tag in the clothes.
Now people, again, like I said, this is why we call them fish stockers. 2 or 3 different sides, or well, one kind of side, the fishy side. The first video that you saw, him look like the average gangster, wangster, chopper in a Jamaica, bleach out, tattoo, braided up, talk like him as some sorts of gangster. However, you could see the fishy characteristics, the scale just flying all over the place naturally. However, his natural instinct was the second video that we saw, in which he was showing himself when people realized, then hold on a minute, this man is a natural born fighter fish. And this is the perfect example that you saw in the video. So the moral of the story is this: women out there, don't be so desperate that you fall for all sorts of bamboozle, all sorts of scam, all sorts of sham. Don't buy puss in a bag. Don't buy men posing or women or men acting like women, posing like men, just to get your cash, because these persons are after one thing. You are looking for love in all the wrong places. They are not as advertised. As a matter of fact, they are the polar opposites. Now people, this is very sad. When we think about the application process or the tedious process most Jamaicans have to go through and don't qualify to get a visa. However, all the while, all of these gully fishes that act up was in the gully, robbing people, creating all sorts of violence and chaos in Jamaica, is now in America legitimately. People, something is definitely wrong. Most importantly, women, don't be foolish. Don't buy puss in a bag. Don't buy men that are acting like they, women are men that think they are women that are acting like men, then actually turn out to be a fish. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.